All right, what's going on, y'all? What's going on? What's good? It's your boy, it's your friend, Ras Tien, and I got something special for y'all today. Today I'm gonna do a reaction to the new Mortal Kombat movie. I'm gonna have a guest on my show who's gonna come and we're gonna react to it together. I'm just waiting for this brother to come on in. Yeah. What's going on, Chaz? Come on in. Come on in. Send me an invite. Yeah, hold on for a second. Okay. Yeah, just come on in.
What's poppin', bro?
Yo, what's going on, player?
Not much, man. How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. How's things over there? Where you at? And you still in Maryland?
Yeah, I'm in Maryland. Everything's cool. Everything's cool. Just chilling
Uh,
out. How's everything over there?
oh man, well we still on lockdown over here, so it's like there's not really much I can do except just go grocery shopping, just staying in shape. That's all I can do.
I feel you, man. How the weather over there?
It's cool now. The weather is cool weather, but
Mhm.
sometimes it's been lightly snowing.
Right.
Like earlier this week, it was lightly snowing, and so that was cool. But
That's crazy. Now when I think about it, so it's not like spring over there?
it's supposed to be. But oh wait, hold on, I forgot to do the recording, no? Or we just download it on its own when it's done.
Yeah, you could have downloaded it.
Oh, okay. I know
Yeah,
how to do.
I download it.
Oh, okay, yeah, but yeah, it's supposed to be spring, but yeah, it's supposed to be spring, but you know, we're close to Russia, so that's the thing.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Way
Yeah.
close to Russia
Say
and
that too.
northern China. Huh?
You don't want to say that too many times on here. You
No.
fuck around, get your door kicked in.
Yeah. Gotta be careful. Like, who are you to be telling these secrets?
Yeah, like I was very yes.
Yeah, but yeah, man. But we gotta get into this review with Mortal Kombat, right? For those of you who don't know, I don't know if any of you have actually seen the recent Mortal Kombat movie, but if you don't want to be spoiled, if you don't want, if you don't want no spoiler alerts, I'm gonna let you know right now. You don't need to watch this. But
Right.
we gonna do a review on the new Mortal Kombat movie that just recently came out this month. So first of all, well, I'm assuming everybody already saw the trailer, right? So
But I think if you haven't seen it at this point, it's like, come on.
yeah, it was fire. But I just got through from watching the movie like literally before I started this, and I was pretty impressed with it. What I liked about it was how it kind of reminded me of, I don't know if you like it kind of reminded me of like Dragon Ball Super when they were gathering fighters to fight in the Tournament of Power.
Yeah.
I don't know if you
Yeah.
watched this. Yeah, like that was I think that was my favorite part. And when they went around gathering fighters
Hmm.
and they came across my man Liu Kang.
Oh yeah, in the desert. Yeah.
Yeah. And so basically and when they met Raiden too. Raiden when in the temple.
Raiden?
Yeah, well,
Why
yeah,
you
Raiden. When we say Raiden, that's the way you're supposed to say it in Japanese.
Oh, I guess it's like when you grow up, you play Street Fighter and we call him Ryu and it's Ryu.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how it is. But but
Okay.
yeah, but tell me, Chaz, what did you think about the movie?
Man, truthfully, I had been following it for a minute, man, because initially there was supposed to be a remake called like Mortal Kombat Rebirth. This was years ago. This was years ago with Michael Jai White was supposed to play Jack.
Mhm.
Um, so when this one got announced, and they must have been filming it on the low, because it was like I didn't hear about it until the movie was in the can, like ready to be released. I
Mm-hmm.
thought I thought it was incredible for a video game movie, for something that, like, you know, it's been done before, so you approaching it from a different angle and trying to be true to the lore and to the actual video game. I thought they did a good job. I thought they did a really good job. The fight choreography was amazing. They had a couple things, like, you know, they had a couple plot holes that I thought was like, I thought the shit was a little okay. What's this? Like, you know what I'm saying? But overall, I thought the casting, I thought everything about it was dope. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. And I gotta, and that's interesting that you say that about the whole video game movies, because usually when they try to make video games into movies,
Mm-hmm.
it really don't work out that well. Like, if you remember when we were kids and they came out with the Street Fighter movie,
Yeah, that shit was trash.
looking back, yeah, it really was. It did. They got Jean-Claude Van Damme to play Guile, you know,
Do
trying to
you
get
know,
him to, huh?
you Jean-Claude Van Damme actually turned down the role of Johnny Cage to play Guile. Cause like Mortal Kombat is like loosely based on Bloodsport with Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Right.
So he turned that down to play Guile in like the worst movie ever made. Well, it's not the worst movie ever made, but Street Fighter was terrible. Shit was terrible.
Yeah. Yeah, because I was about to say that, but I didn't know that though. I didn't know he had the part to play Johnny Cage, because that seemed like that would have been better because to me he didn't fit the part
The
because
whole
he wasn't American.
like the split punch in the nuts, that's Jean-Claude Van Damme. Like the whole character is based on Jean-Claude Van Damme. Just like Liu Kang is based on Bruce Lee. Raiden, he's based on Big Trouble in Little China. You know what I'm saying? And Jack's just a token black dude. You know, he must be like Apollo Creed or somebody. Like he just token black dude.
Yeah, like we just need one of them to be up in there. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we need, like, come on, guys. Let's write them in here some kind of way. Let's do
Yeah,
that.
show some diversity here.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah,
Get some pepper
but
in.
yeah, but the thing is that I would have to say the worst movie in the world that was based off a video game / anime was Dragon Ball Evolution. When I
Yeah,
saw that, that almost made me de-evolve.
yeah, that was bad. I think it was like it was bad to the point where I think everyone was like, you know, you really didn't have to make this movie.
Like
Like,
really.
not made this movie at all, or we would have been like, okay, like you didn't have to make this. It was bad.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. And the thing is, you know the part I like in the movie, Mortal Kombat? It
Mm.
was when the boy he just when you remember when they had that fight with the reptilian looking creatures?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and he ripped his heart, ripped
Oh,
his soul right out.
yeah,
That's
Kane.
how I knew. That's how I knew. I said, "This is Scorpion." That's how I
No,
knew. But in my mind, that's what I was saying. In my
okay.
mind, that's what I was saying.
And your
Then I
mom,
found out I was wrong.
when he ripped his heart out, that guy was Scorpion.
I thought so because that's what Scorpion. That's one of his finishing moves.
No, it's not. That's not no
Yeah.
Scorpion.
Scorpion, he do the thing where he's like, "Come here." No, wait, no, wait. That's when he grabs you. He does the thing, "Come here." But then, as a finishing move, he be the one he rip your heart out. Yeah, that's him.
No.
Then who's the dude?
Scorpion's finisher is he takes his face off and burns you, blows fire with a skull.
Oh, that's right. Then that's Sub-Zero who does the thing with the rip. Then who the fuck rips the heart out then?
Kano, the
Some
person who did it. Kano.
Oh, yeah, I'm about to say Kano. Yeah, that was the dude at the beginning. He was the dude with the Australian accent.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kano. I'm about to say, I got my characters mixed up. It's been a long time since I played the game.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm a big game man. I'm a big fan of the game, especially from the remakes, like the late 2000 remakes going into like 20, I think 2019 was the last one, 2020. The game's
Yeah,
been storylines,
I,
everything.
I almost got it for the Nintendo Switch because it been going on sale a lot, like all the way to $11 on Nintendo eShop.
Yeah,
And I thought about getting it, but I'm like, I'm not really much of a Mortal Kombat fan, so I wasn't gonna waste it.
yeah.
It
I mean, the story mode is pretty cool. Um, it's like each iteration of the game, they're stepping it up with the design, story mode, gameplay. It's been pretty consistent the last few years. I will say.
Yeah, I'd have to yeah, I'd have to play it to see. I'd have to play it.
Check it out. You should check it out. It's fire.
Yeah, but is there anything that you felt like you didn't like in a movie?
A couple of things. There were a couple of things I didn't like. I thought like you have to keep in perspective as a viewer that this is a kids movie for adults. You get what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So they got a couple moments that's kind of campy. Like when Cole is giving like raiding directives and he's like dictating where everyone's going. It's like, yo, Cole, who the fuck are you? Why? All of a sudden he telling motherfuckers, yeah, yo, you go here and meet this person. And another thing I didn't like this. And it's not like I'm talking myself out of a job. There's only one black Mortal Kombat character. Two if you count Shiva. So I didn't like that Jax knew the guy's name. Riker, I didn't like that he knows his name. Because when the fuck did he ever introduce himself as Riker? And Jax was like, give me Riker. You gotta score this. It's like, how you know his name? Why you ain't say give me the dude with the hammer?
I'm
And
thinking maybe he was probably infamous. You
possibly,
know?
possibly. And the last thing I didn't like, that's the last thing. I didn't like how Sonya got her powers right. Cause it was like some old Mary Sue type shit. Everybody else getting their ass whooped and getting beat to a pulp to get their powers. Sonya disappeared, kill Kano, come back, and she got her powers immediately. I didn't like that. I thought that was kind of cheesy. But again, it's a kids movie for adults. So it's gonna have some holes.
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, the thing is that probably has something to do with some kind of woman empowerment thing. Like, oh yeah, like they'll need to work as hard because I'm just, because I'm a woman and she's a woman and she can just get it easily like that. So,
They they did something similar with Star Wars. Like they call that shit like Mary Sue. It's like this rant, like it's like this character, like it'll be a female character. I forgot the guy term for it, but there's guy terms for it as well. And they just happen to know how to do everything. And it's like, yo, this, I like I'm already suspending disbelief to watch this, and I'm enjoying it. But don't ask me to suspend all motherfucking disbelief. Like I just can't believe nothing no more. Like you know what I'm saying? Like just But overall, I felt like those things weren't enough to fully take away from the picture. I felt like it was still a solid 4. I give it a solid 4 out of 5 for what the assignment was and how they executed it. Because the cinematography was gorgeous, like the fight choreography, all that shit. It was fire to me. Everything.
Yeah, I liked it too. And I gotta say, I was very impressed with I was more impressed with Liu Kang. Liu Kang was always my favorite.
Yeah, he was
You
dope.
know,
Liu Kang
yeah,
was dope.
being able to be like being pyrokinetic and whatnot. It kind of reminded me of like some Prince Zuko from Last Avatar
Mm-hmm.
type of.
Yeah.
So yeah, so do you think there's gonna be a sequel?
Yeah, it actually, if you look at how they set it up kind of like Fast and the Furious. Like, they set it up. That's why there was so many plot holes as well, because the story's meant to continue. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's meant to go to like for at least 4 movies. Because if you follow the game or just the lore, there's a lot of shit in there. Like, they can make maybe 10 of these movies if they really wanted to, like, stretch them out. I felt like it could have been a little longer too. I wish the movie had been a little longer, but again, they trying to make like 4 or 5 of these motherfuckers. So I certainly hope they do, and I hope they don't take a long time, because they didn't. When you watch it, they clearly didn't spend a lot of money making this movie. Like, they didn't spend a ton of money making it, and it's
Yeah,
pretty.
you could tell it was like mid budget. You could
Yeah,
tell.
yeah.
It was like it was like like how they did with that movie, The Last Airbender,
Mm-hmm.
which was which I wouldn't even want to call that a movie. But yeah, you can tell that was like mid budget. Like the movies that be like high quality with the graphics and everything, you can tell they spent a couple of million on that.
Yeah, and for Hollywood, that's a drop in the bucket. Like, The Last Airbender was kind of like when you watch a porn spoof. It was like a porn spoof without the porn, like without the actual sex.
Oh yeah, it was a parody. It's
Yeah,
just
it was like, what the fuck is this shit? Like, y'all didn't even have to make this. It's like
yeah.
it's like if they do like Attack on Titan, and it's a bunch of like it's like a little one of the hunters who helped kill the Titans, and they do a live action version. There's a bunch of giant surrounding her, and next thing you know, it goes into a gangbang. It's just like, what kind of spoofy shit is this? Like, you didn't have to make this movie.
Yeah, but isn't there a live action Attack on Titans?
Nah, there isn't. I think, man, that shit would be dope if there was. They probably should leave it alone though.
I think they supposed to be. I think they said they was gonna do it. Just like they said they was gonna do a live action of like one of my favorite animes, Yu Yu Hakusho, which I don't like that.
I think so. They're so obscure that even if they did a live action version, it's
Mm-hmm.
like it would get some support, especially overseas, but there's so much room for error that they wouldn't really invest in it the way it needs to be invested in it financially. You know what I'm saying? It would end up looking like some goofy shit. Like, it just wouldn't really register. That's what I think. Because it's been a few movies that's like super like artistic in the illustrations and things like that. And when they try to put it live action, it doesn't translate. Like The Last Airbender, that shit just didn't translate.
But I'm gonna tell you something. I like a movie that came out that I liked that was good. It was the Detective Pikachu one. Like
Yeah, I didn't watch that.
it was actually pretty good. Like if we would have saw that when we were kids, when Pokemon first came out, like man, that would because like I felt like they gave us everything. Like that we were looking for all along, like a live action Pokemon movie. And the way how the creatures were made, it was very lifelike. Like Pikachu is actually furry. Charizard is actually more reptilian in
All of,
appearance, like
I know
tails
John
and stuff.
was in the shit. I didn't know everybody else was in there.
Yeah, they had a lot, man. It was a good movie. It was a good ass movie. Like
I might someday. I might check that out someday.
no, you
I'm
should. Like the plot was good. The plot was good. I think they're making. I think they might be making because the video game itself, Detective Pikachu, they're making like a sequel to it, which is supposed to.
Oh, I didn't even know the game. I didn't even know it was based off a game. I thought it was just based
Yeah,
off Pokemon.
yeah, it's based off a video game. So I don't know how they're gonna make the. I think they said they want to do another live action movie, maybe based off of Red and Blue. I mean, I'd like to see how they're gonna pull that shit off. But I think the thing that the thing I also liked about the movie too.
About Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, about Mortal Kombat. I mean, the thing I liked about Mortal Kombat was it was just the fact that more like the martial arts were more realistic,
Yeah, yeah.
right? Like comparing it to like how it was in the 90s. Did you ever watch the one from the 90s?
Oh, of
The
course,
99?
of course.
How, like I just felt like it just wasn't real enough. Like it was like Cobra Kai shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
like like
Yeah.
especially in the Street.
The one in the '90s, the best scene, like the best fight choreography, was probably like in the very end with Liu Kang and Shang Tsung. It was pretty cheesy back then. It was cheesy as fuck. They could have got Bruce Leroy to do that fight choreography. It would
Oh,
have been
time out.
yeah.
Yeah.
He should
Yeah.
have got time out in that motherfucker. But you
Yeah.
know, those were the times. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
This,
yeah, man. Yeah, like when I looked at comparing this to like the one how it was in the 90s and like Street Fighters choreography from the 90s, it's like the way how they were fighting in those movies back then,
mm,
like in the Street Fighter movie and the Mortal Kombat, it's like I would have done better just watching somebody play Rock'em Sock'em Robots. That's just how bad it was. But they
well,
had to, and the thing is too that I'm mad about is that they got Jean-Claude Van Damme, and I like him, but the thing is he just wasn't American. But he had to play, and they made Gal the hero, the American hero, even
and they got
though,
a fucking Belgium man playing a man from Belgium playing guy. Yeah, that was strange. You know what's funny? I'm like, if John Claude Van Damme didn't do that movie, who would y'all have replaced him with? Like Stallone? Like who would y'all have replaced him with? Probably like Michael Dudikoff or somebody like that. I
yeah,
don't know
you,
who.
yeah, you
That'll be
couldn't, yeah, you couldn't find no dude with like a blonde flat top who was a real American.
that movie was, but that was also my man. I don't remember his name, man, but the guy who played Gomez Adams, that was also like his last movie. Oh,
Oh yeah,
yeah, he killed it.
yeah.
He
I
killed
think
it.
he was the only one who really played his role right.
Yeah, but
Oh,
that movie had a lot of set incidents. Like I think production stalled, and the guy was sick. So when he started the movie, he was kind of like in shape. But when they production stalled and they had to go back and shoot again, he had lost a lot of weight, so his face was all sunken in and shit. It was
yeah,
like,
I was wondering about that.
yeah, yeah, it
Yeah,
was, yeah.
and the thing I didn't like, the characters they got to play, Balrog and E Honda. They got your boy Brother Man. You remember that Brother Man from
That
Martin?
who played the
Yeah, that was the dude. That was Brother Man
you know
from
what?
Martin to play Balrog. Go back and watch it.
Now I gotta watch that. Ain't no way in the world that was no Borat. That's crazy. They got the Wanna man to play DJ.
Oh yeah, and then the thing was that wasn't even. I don't even think that was a Caribbean accent.
He tried. Fuck, the whole movie was out of place. I mean, if he was in the movie all of 3 minutes.
And he ain't do nothing. That's the thing. He ain't do nothing. None of them fought.
Yeah, like the shit was whack. That shit was ridiculous. That was wow. Yeah, that was bad. I'm sure they put a ton of money into that shit too. Know what that was like? It was like the movie Tropic Thunder. It was like a real version of Tropic Thunder.
Yeah, I remember Tropic Thunder.
They probably like filmed that shit. They probably filmed Street Fighter and was like, fuck, what you gonna do? Fuck, put it out. Fuck it. Like what you
Yeah, like it's like one of the most popular things in pop culture right now. It's in, so we gonna find a way how we can make some money off of it.
Right.
Like, why not just do it? But
They should have made Last Dragon too.
Which one?
They should have made The Last Dragon too.
Yeah, for all of that.
Yeah, because fucking Street Fighter, that shit was trash.
Yeah, shit. I mean,
Yo,
I would have loved to see him.
But yo, there was like a live action like YouTube movie that came out not too long ago. Well, it was like probably 5 years ago at this point. But it was really, really dope.
I
And
know what you're talking about.
they never brought it back, man. But it was fire. I was like, this is a dope interpretation. Like they did a great job. Whoever did this, it was an independent film, and they did a great job, but they never brought it back.
The Street Fighter one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. There was Assassin's Fist, and then there was another one where they had the Brazilian girl from the recent Street Fighter game, Laura. They did a sequel to that.
Oh, see, I haven't played a game in a long time. Well, I haven't played Street Fighter since, like, after Street Fighter 2, I'm kind of done.
Yeah, I mean, Alpha was what really got me back into it. When I played Alpha series, like when I was at the arcade and everything, playing Street Fighter Alpha, like I ain't gonna lie, I used to play with Sakura, whom I named my daughter after. I used to I was fucking them up with a girl character, and barely anybody could touch me. So
yeah, after 2, I was done. I mean, I think I started shifting on to like Resident Evil, like the first-person shooter, second-person shooter games.
mm-hmm.
Into that a little more, but after a while, once Street Fighter kept getting better, I just never got back into it.
Oh yeah.
I never got back into it. Like I stuck with Mortal Kombat once it came back, but for the most part, with the fighter games, there was so much shit. There was Dead or Alive. There was Tekken. There was a bunch of shit, man. At one time.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I see what you mean, man. I see what you mean. I mean, when I was it was like that for me when I played Mortal Kombat. I was like, when I was playing Mortal Kombat, after the first one, I just didn't. After the first one, after the first one, I couldn't get into the rest of them. Except, actually, there were in the early 2000s. I do remember the arcade ones.
Did you what didn't you like about the movie? Because I talked to Malcolm like a couple weeks ago, and I was like, "Yo, you saw the movie?" He was like, "Oh, that shit was trash." I was like, "I don't know." The reason I said that is because I didn't like Godzilla versus Kong. I thought that shit was trash. And yeah, I thought that shit was trash, but Malcolm liked it. So I was like, let me check out Mortal Kombat and see if I like it. And I was like, well, I fuck with it. What didn't you like about it?
what I didn't like about it,
Mm-hmm.
um, what didn't I like about it? I would say, I would say, it seemed like it was too fast paced. It seemed like it was rushed,
Yeah, yeah,
and like I felt like they could have went in a little bit more with some of the characters' backgrounds. You know what I'm saying? It's not like they couldn't have done that. But the thing is, I think they did it that way because, a lot of people, they have short attention spans and shit.
yeah.
So that's why I think that's why they did it that way.
And I think the movie is mainly based on because they didn't even get to the tournament on this one. So the movie is mainly based on Sub-Zero Scorpion, like their feud, right? So
Mhm.
if they'd have went into some weird backstory, not weird, but they'd have been talking about Sonya, how she grew up. Like, look, fuck all that. Save that for the next movie. You know why I'm here. I want to see Sub-Zero and them. Like I want
Yeah,
to see it go down. I want to see behind. Show
I
me
wa-
this.
yeah, I want to see blood. That's what I want to see.
Yeah, I can't blood. You know why I'm here. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That shit was fire though, man. Like I wish I could have got that theater experience, man. But maybe next time, maybe the next one.
yeah. I had to watch it on bootleg. I mean, on the internet. I had to go to 123 Movies.
All right. Not only did you just say you watched it on
Oh,
bootleg,
oh, oh.
you the premier bootleg site. Like, what the fuck?
Okay,
Oh,
okay. No, no. Did I say that? No, I meant to say. Well, actually, I had a special DVD that I got from the characters.
I watched HBO Max. It was oh Lord.
um,
Oh Lord.
um,
Yeah, I watched on HBO Max. But is that did you didn't see the Scorpion's Revenge one, huh? The animated one?
no, I didn't actually.
Yeah, you should check.
Uh,
It was good. It was good as well. It's like they
oh,
shit like in the last couple iterations, it's like they moving away from Luke. Cause Luke Kane's always been the man. They moving away from Luke Kane to Scorpion. Like they've been doing that the last few years. Like Scorpion is like the primary character now.
yeah, it was like we're tired of the pretty boy. Let's go on to the bad boy.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
Because Scorpion is an anti-hero. And the anti-hero always is going to be bigger than the hero. That's why fucking Godzilla's so big. That's why Stone Cold Steve Austin was so big. The anti-hero is always going to be bigger than, the actual hero.
yeah. But yeah, I mean that I feel like I feel like now that Scorpion the animated one, that was like Japanese animated, or it was just like American animated.
It was American animated.
Okay.
It's kind of as an American film. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it's an American, series.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to check it out.
Yeah, it's fine. It was fine. You can go on that same site you mentioned earlier and check it out. But it was fire. It was fire. I was actually when that came out, I was like, oh shit, good, because I was like hungry for another Mortal Kombat movie, and it was animated, and I was like, let's see. But the shit was fire. It was fire, bro. For real.
What? A lot of animated movies. Like I've noticed a lot of DC films. They've been getting really good with their animated films. Like they don't really make it for little kids no more. Like they got cursing in it. They got like some sexual innuendos in there. Like
Mhm.
like when I watched Teen Titans, the Judas Contract, which was originally they wanted that to be season 6 of the Teen Titans from 2000. The Teen Titans from 2004. 2000. What year did
The
the
little
Teen
kid,
Titans?
the kids WB one from back in the day.
Yeah, the one from Kids WB.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They originally, and it used to come on Cartoon Network mainly, but also Kids WB. But
Yeah.
they originally wanted the Judas Contract to be season 6, but they decided to make it into the movie. They bought it into the movie, which was good, and like they like the way they were talking, like it was more like they used more swearing words, and it was more blood and gore, more death, and that's what I wanted to see.
It's like everybody's catching up to where Spawn was 20 fucking years ago. Cause it's like Spawn really started all this shit. And they never really brought Spawn back properly. But I guess now, because you look at like Comic-Con events and shit, these are adults. These ain't little kids going to Comic-Con. These are grown as adults. So they're like, we got to make something to appeal the audience. So, I can dig it. I'm not very familiar with Teen Titans though. I don't think I've ever watched an episode.
Yeah, it was considered legendary. I think
Yeah,
I
I've
think
heard of it.
yeah, I think they could do better though. Like but yeah, I mean, as far as that goes, that's just that's I could say if you were to rate this movie about Mortal Kombat on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you give it?
For what the assignment was, I gave it a rating earlier, but for what the assignment was, I give it 8. I'll give it an 8.
Yeah, I'd give it that. I'd give it like 7.5.
Mm.
I'd give it
Well,
a 7.5. It was all right.
okay. Well, after this, I said, let's say you can't use 7. Because everyone's gut gonna tell them to go with 7. So is it an 8 or is it a 6?
Okay, but I'll give it an 8 because it wasn't that bad. Like it wasn't Dragon Ball Evolution bad. It wasn't Star Wars with Finn fucking up all the time bad. It was pretty decent.
See, and what's fucked up about it though? It's the fact that it's even pretty decent with the amount of pressure it's under, because there's never been a successful video game film. Like, it just don't exist. So
Mm-hmm.
they're like the first. They were the first to do it back then, and they're the first ones to try to do it again now. Like Doom and all that shit bombed. You know what I'm saying? Doom, the original Street Fighter,
Mm-hmm.
Avatar. Well, that's not a game, but Resident Evil. Resident Evil had like it was like 6 of them. But I think the way they set it up, if they actually do make these sequels, because I think if they make the sequels, that might bring my rating up on the original film, because they're gonna tie everything in together. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, they still have a chance to, because the sequels are always supposed to be better than the prequels anyway, the first ones. So that's like with the now when I watched that Sonic the Hedgehog movie, it was likable. I'll say that much. It was likable.
A lot of people really like that. Surprisingly, I still haven't
Yeah.
seen it. A lot of people like that.
No, but the thing is, the thing that made me not like it originally was how they made him look originally.
Yeah, I remember the controversy around that.
So
But
that's when they said, "Fuck it, let's make him look like how he did in Sonic Advance or from Sonic X or something." I'm like, yeah, that like why not?
and Jim Carrey was in this one, right?
Yes, he was Dr. Robotnik. Now, did he play a good Dr. Robotnik? Because it's Jim Carrey, yeah, I'd say he did an okay job. I think he could have what would have made him got more in the character is if he would have wore a fat suit. Because
Yeah.
Dr. Robotnik was originally in all his incarnations, he's never
Fat.
been skinny.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
he's
fat.
always been fat. So so
Yo,
I'm yeah.
you know what was crazy about Mortal? I don't know if you noticed this about Mortal Kombat.
What?
How kept saying this to myself. I was like, yo, Sub-Zero is short as a motherfucker. So he was like this big.
I didn't notice that.
Yo, I was watching it and I kept saying to myself, this motherfucker is short. Like, he is so short. But he did an amazing job. But you know, when you play the game, Sub-Zero is like this big, swole as intimidating character on a video game. And I was watching the movie and I was just like, okay. I guess he's a bad motherfucker, but he is short. Kung Lao was the baddest motherfucker.
Yeah,
Kung Lao
yeah, he
bad.
was. He went hard, you know. But I'd have to say too that you know, they could have used some digital effects to make him look taller too. If he was that.
I don't think it wasn't necessary. It was just something I noticed. Cause I was like, and I don't think they had like many super tall motherfuckers on the set. But I just noticed when I was seeing him walking and shit, I was like, short guy. That's strange. Because he's supposed to be like this assassin. And not that you have to be tall to be an assassin. I was just saying like, yo, this motherfucker's short. But he was definitely whooping ass. Like, again, that last fight scene, that's the best fight scene I've seen since like last year. Like that last fight scene was crazy.
Yeah, man. I mean that was yeah, like I said, I'm gonna have to watch it again because it was pretty decent. Like it's something you know what I just watched recently as well.
What was
Uh,
that?
remember that African samurai who was Yasuke?
Yeah, Afro Samurai.
Yeah, well,
Wait.
Netflix. What Afro Samurai was based off of him.
Oh, you're talking about the
Yeah.
guy who was like, Chadwick Boseman was supposed to play him, right?
Right.
This,
I just watched the Netflix anime series of that. Is like 6 episodes.
I didn't even know, what's the name of it?
Yasuke.
Yasuke? I'm gonna check that out. I didn't even know that was out.
Yeah. So what I want to do is I want to react to that as well because the way how it is, well, I don't want to get too far into it, but it was very good. I was very impressed. I watched the whole series in one day, which was yesterday.
And is
So
that right?
yeah, it's Japanese anime, but it's pretty good. Like they got Lakeith Steinfeld, who he played the main voice of Yasuke.
Okay.
Yeah, and I said that was the next best thing. You know what I'm saying? I was saying to myself, I said, well, damn, since Chadwick Boseman did, I mean, just get Wesley Snipes to do it. He's a real martial artist.
Yeah,
So he's been in Blade.
yeah. I guess it depends on what age they want to. But Chadwick was in his 40s, so I mean, I guess it depends on what age they want to make the guy. You know, I think Wesley would kill it. Wesley is like my favorite actor, so I think he would kill it
Yeah.
personally.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he would. He would. I'd rather get him than try to get somebody like because he's actually, like I said, he's actually a martial artist and he's got experience with that kind of stuff. And Wesley don't look old. He really don't. Yeah. Black don't crack. That let you know. But
people look like Blade right now, but that's because he's not training to be Blade. You know what I'm saying? But I'm sure you give Wesley like 3 months to get in shape, like Blade shape and shit, and get, you know, he can do it. Like he would kill it. And he's a great actor, great athlete. He would kill it.
oh yeah, he would. But look, y'all, that's all the time we got for the day. Before we go, Chaz, anything else you want to say about the movie?
Check it out. We need people to support it, watch it, so they can make the sequels. Because no matter what you think about the original, the sequels are going to bring everything full circle, and then you can judge the first one fairly. As crazy as that sounds, that's how it seems like they're setting it up. So give it a watch. It's on HBO Max. It's on several other websites if you want to go that route. And yeah, man, check it out.
All right, y'all. It's been real. It's been your boy Ras Tien and Chedda Chazz in the building. All right, y'all. We out. Love, peace, and coconut grease. I'll holla. Let's see. And and that's how we doing it.